convention here in Chicago at the Intercontinental Magnificent Mile Hotel.
No creo más en tu falso amor. Mentirosa, mentirosa, no vuelvas más aquí, nunca más a mis brazos.
For those of you who were here for the luncheon yesterday, the speaker referred to the chancleta, the mom with the chancleta. So I got mine here. So if I hear too much noise, the chancleta comes out. You may notice it's studded with rhinestones. That's not just for looks. It gives me Olympic precision. So be careful.
Is this your first time convention? How many conventions have you been to?
Oh, I've been to many of these HNBA conventions, and I come here repeatedly because of what I get out of it, and not only that, but what I get to contribute. The HNBA has been very special to me in my career because my position as U.S. Attorney for South Florida is presidentially appointed, and it has to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. The HNBA stood by me, stood right by my side, and supported me and helped me to get this very important nomination through. And because of that, I've been able to serve South Florida, which is where I grew up, to help protect our citizens against federal crimes, because as the U.S. Attorney, I get to work as the Chief Federal Law Enforcement Officer in that region. The HNBA has opened that door for me, and in return, I come every year to do panels, talks, meet with students, and let everyone else know that if I can do this, they can do it.
I've been coming to the convention since '97 steadily, and I haven't broken one since that time. But I first came to convention in '84, and my first association with the HNBA was like in '75. So I have the other day I was moving things around, and I found a HNBA membership card for 1982.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a while.
How did you first get involved with the HNBA?
As a law student.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, we were very, very active, the law students. We had an organization called MALSA, Mexican American Law Student Association. And we were activists. I mean, we were demonstrating in the streets. We were doing all sorts of things like that. It was known at that point in time that nationwide there was around 3,000 attorneys with Hispanic surnames. So it was only 3,000. That's included law students at that time.
Oh, wow.
So we were at that point even very motivated to increase the population of lawyers in the United States that are Hispanics. It's affected my career in a very positive and meaningful way, and in many, many different ways. It's given me, like I think it does for a lot of young lawyers, an avenue for leadership, to be the chair of a committee or to undertake a certain project. And certainly those opportunities exist all the time in the HNBA.
I've been in practice now for almost 20 years, and to really see the work that they're doing in this particular area is just incredible. And really to see the amount of, the different types of lawyers and Latina lawyers and how it's just really spread in the work that they're doing across our nation is just really cool. There are certainly great advantages, and I would tell you that one of the greatest advantages have been the relationships that I've been able to establish. I've been to 3 of these conventions already, and you get to meet a lot of individuals, and you meet a lot of individuals not only in the judiciary, you meet judges. We also have the private sector, the public sector, and like yesterday we were having a panel speak on federal appointments, which I think is wonderful because you're exposed to a wide variety where other organizations perhaps don't provide us that broad spectrum. So I think as a private attorney, practicing in the private area, it's great because you get exposed to all these different areas, and then you build on these relationships. We come to these conventions, we meet these people, then we go back home, and it's a lot of fun, and then you come back and you foster those relationships. There's also a lot of general counsels and a lot of corporations that are represented here, and you get to establish relationships with them. And as far as business development, has really been wonderful, and I would say that's probably one of the key items, really key things in these conferences is the professional track that they have for business development and also development of your own professional practice.
What HNBA is giving you, besides the networking, besides the connections, is just a big family. So glad, I'm really always happy every 6 months because I feel like I'm going back to see my family. And then, you get here and then you see people and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen for 6 months, but instead of starting from zero, you go from that moment that you left in those 4 days that you spent in the different cities. So it's a great opportunity to meet other people, to be able to go to different cities. And it's like, I love HNBA, and I'm going to be involved with HNBA, I think, forever. Yeah.
And then of course the networking, and more than that, the friends that I've made here that are long-standing, and the support. It's just been tremendous.
Meeting the law students is always the highlight of these conventions for me because I see the dreams in their eyes, their aspirations, and I love the fact that they take the time to come here to meet lawyers so that they can learn about, not only to know that they can actually do whatever they can, that there are no limits to their dreams, but it's also important for them to meet lawyers from all different sectors.
And there are so many receptions here, and and great parties afterwards. So we have a lot of fun and we work really hard. So that's what makes it great.
The HNBA is an organization that really walks the walk. It's not just talk, but it's an organization of action. People here that I have met throughout the years have become dear friends, and the network that you establish nationwide is extremely special. So I encourage all young attorneys to come, Hispanic or not, to come and become part of the HNBA because it will have a very positive influence in your life. It has for me.
So the Army JAG Corps came to the convention this year and has been other years. Why is the convention an important experience for you?
Well, we're glad to be here. So the JAG Corps has been coming to the HNBA annual convention for several years, and being a part of the Hispanic legal community is really important to us. So while we're here, our judge advocates get a chance to get to know the issues that are facing the practitioners and the profession as a whole. But even more importantly, it gives a chance for all of us to get to know one another better. Our lawyers have an opportunity to talk to new law students and young lawyers about what their career goals are and their interest in the JAG Corps. The JAG Corps hires about 140 active duty attorneys every year, about 60 reserve component attorneys, and about 70 summer interns. So having the opportunity to talk to folks at the career fair about what we do, who we're looking for, is a great chance to get to know one another. The Army's not the only one hiring. The Coast Guard, the Air Force, and the Navy do as well.
How has being a volunteer changed your career, been great for your networking?
Well, you get to meet a lot of different people, and you start conversations with people that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. You're the to-go-to person for any questions, but also they remember your face, they remember if you help them out.
I think sometimes we get stuck in our field or our geographical location, and we forget that there are other like-minded people or other opportunities that could be really beneficial and suit us really well. And volunteering at the conference is a great way of connecting to those opportunities, and also just connecting with other people who are passionate about Latinos in the legal field as well.
Vas a arrepentir, tú te transformas. Si te empiezo a despedir, ya una y mil formas para hacerte sentir, para hacerte venir. Sabes que te quiero partir, mami. Es un placer conocerte, besarte y morderte, mujer. Tu cuerpo comerme, mujer. Detrás de la cigarra vivo. No es lo mismo si no estás, no me motivo. Es un placer conocerte, besarte y morderte, mujer. Tu cuerpo comerme, mujer.
Just to ask too, what advice do you have for the young students that are here and volunteering who aspire to have your position one day?
Just get really involved. Just keep coming to the conferences and network, and it will certainly pay off.
Stay involved, try to put, your best effort. If you're volunteering, try to do the best as a volunteer. If you're helping in a panel, try to do that as your best. So don't think too much about the end game, end result. Think about what you're doing at the moment, and if you put a lot of effort to that, then it's gonna happen. I came from Cuba only 10 years ago when I was 19. So actually now September 14 is going to be 10 years out in the United States. So it's been, a great opportunity to create this other family here in the United States that I could actually, get the support and keep going.
It's your career, it's your future. So you should be very careful about that in the sense that if you don't take ownership of that, your career, and be the captain of your own vessel, you're not going to go the route and the journey you intend to go.
They can have the position that I have. I mean, it was a dream for me, and it's a reality. Law students can participate in the HNBA and have the benefit of these leadership opportunities that I was talking about, the growth, the networking. And if you're here, the longer you're part of this, then the greater your family grows here, your HNBA family.
So if you're the type who thrives on challenge and you seek out new experiences and you're comfortable with change, you need to explore the JAG Corps. So just get to know us. We send field screening officers or recruiters, it's the same thing, out to law schools every fall in September. All the ABA accredited law schools will have a visit from one to do interviews. We also attend moot court competitions, we do career fairs, we attend conferences. So just come out and see us, meet us, and get the conversation going. If you already know that you're interested, then perhaps some hands-on experience is the best way to go. So apply for a summer internship during the second and third summer of law school. Or if you know you want to come on to active duty, then just apply. You can find more information about how to apply and how to set up an interview at JAG-CNET. There's also contact information for how to find a recruiter there. So just look us up, get to know us, and apply.
For any lawyer that wants to get their hands dirty and do some work, this is the organization.
Don't be shy.
Be proud of their heritage, of their culture, to embrace it, to be proud to say that you are a Hispanic lawyer, and that in itself will open doors for them.
There's nothing wrong about asking the questions.
Get involved in your community. If you like public service and you want to serve the United States of America, just get involved. Even if you're in a private sector job, you can do pro bono work. You can help those that are in different community organizations that need a lawyer to help them in whatever their cause is. Just, be part of the fabric that makes this society so special, and you can do it in any way you want.
Being frank, I think the U.S. offers so many opportunities, and I think you need to follow your dream and be bold and believe in yourself. And we hear this over and over again through a lot of the great speakers that we hear through the conferences. Very successful people. How did they manage to get where they are? So I believe, we all find challenges. We have to work harder probably than everybody else to get where we want to. But I think that, knowing that is challenging, but if you work hard, you're going to get there. Make us keep moving in the right direction. So don't be discouraged. Just follow your dream and work hard.
Bueno, nomás para decir que es un orgullo para mí de estar aquí en esta organización y que a un tiempo era el presidente. Y le ruego a todos los estudiantes y todos los abogados jóvenes que se pongan a trabajar, que vengan para acá a conocer los otros abogados como yo, que estoy disponible para sentarme y hablar con cualquiera. Y así que yo creo que es una gran cosa que ellos pueden ser los beneficiarios.
No, estoy de acuerdo. Y muchas gracias por todo.
Gracias a usted.
And we're really excited about we're having our conference now in Miami, the Corporate Council Conference in 2017 in March. So we're really excited. We're working really hard for that. So.
Yeah, and the next convention is going to be Miami, where I am from. So we're going to be in Miami. I'm going to be part of the entertainment committee. So, you know, I can't say who we're thinking to bring to the entertainment committee, to bring to the convention, but there may be awesome surprises.
Infinity music, let go.